Hello and thank you for joining me today for day 20 of Creep on June, hosted by Tracie Fox. And I just want to start by saying a massive thank you to all of you for subscribing. I cannot believe I have hit 300 subscribers. I am just so grateful to each and every one of you. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do consider hitting that button. It would be amazing to grow my little channel even more. So yeah, I think that's probably almost 100 more just since the start of Creep on June. So I'm very grateful. So day 20, and the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So we're sticking to the Raven today, and let's see what Edgar is up to. Edgar awakes with a bit of a headache. He didn't think he had that much to drink yesterday, but maybe he did. He goes back to sleep. He awakens soon after by a knock at the door. Every day someone is knocking at my door. He feels slightly irritated and then thinks, how wonderful to have the opportunity to feel irritated by people acknowledging my existence. And then he is no longer irritated. And I suspect it was actually more the hangover than actual annoyance. Alice, with a tray of breakfast, a mountain of sausages, eggs, bacon, bread, what a welcome sight. If you feel anywhere near how my father does this morning, you will appreciate this, she says, with her stern voice again, but a twinkle in her eye. He thanks her, but she's already set off down the landing. He eats and feels fully renewed. He heads out to take a walk through the village. He sees people he recognises now out and about. He is overrun with good mornings and how do you do's and other such greetings. He smells a wonderful smell in the air and notices a flower stall at the side of the road. A little old lady is sitting behind the stall. Edgar can barely see her. She's so small and the blooms are just so copious. He hasn't much money, but he does have some pennies in his pocket. And he thinks he should get Alice and Richard some flowers following their sad loss, and also for making him feel so welcome. He asks the lady to make up a bouquet and tells her how much he has to spend and that he would like some bright flowers, but also appropriate for sympathy. He can't believe that the amount of flowers that she picks out for him only costs what he pays. There are so many. He doesn't really know flower names, but there are beautiful, colourful blooms surrounding some beautiful white lilies. He recognises lilies. She asks if he would like a card added. Edgar thinks for a moment and then says, though shadows fall and earthly bloom must fade, within the heart a memory is made. Like flowers of sorrow, softly they appear, to whisper solace, banish every fear. In loving memory of Mary, a woman I did not meet, but that will remain in my heart forevermore. The florist says, beautiful, and wipes a tear from her eye as she writes. Edgar takes the flowers and gently places them on the doorstep of Alice and Richard's house for either of them to find later. He walks back along the beach and feels the wind swirling around him while he contemplates the drastic changes he's succumbed to whilst being here in England. He feels that he could live here, but he knows it wouldn't be wise. He should think about travelling back home at some point soon. He was enjoying writing his Raven poem last night and feels like he wants to do some more of that. He thinks about the brightly coloured flowers surrounding those white lilies. There were some beautiful purple ones that really caught his eye. They billowed almost like silken curtains in the wind. His supper awaited him when he got back to his room, now that Alice was back at work. As he and Jupe enjoyed their evening snack, Edgar really scrutinised the sleekness of the crow's form. Looked at his jet black feathers. He realised he'd never seen anything so black and so beautiful before. The darkness of the bird made him feel both thrill and terror all at once. So I hope you enjoyed that. And today's make I've made quite flowery, and I've brought in some purple here. So we've got a little pocket here with some black and white lace. I thought the kind of the black lace just to indicate the sadness of the loss, and then the white just for the lilies, and also some of this kind of sparkly, it's almost a bit like jute twine but in a ribbon, and I thought it looks a bit like something that you would find wrapped around a bouquet of flowers. And then in the background here I've just stenciled some kind of floral patterns in wilted violet and scorched timber. And then we have this tag here, so on the front we've got the florist lady here hidden behind all these blooms. We've got a little sign here which could possibly be the prices and things, and then just some flowers in the background here, and then it says beauty down here. And then we open up this bit there, and hang on, do it this way. And we have this, which is the massive bouquet of flowers that he bought for Alice and Richard. And it's got some purples in there, some yellows, and then there's a lily in the middle, and some lavender, and just loads and loads of flowers that are just layers upon layers of lots and lots of flowers. And then we've got the raven, the crow, Jupiter, sat here looking all regal. He's so black that he's almost blue. And then we've got while I pondered, weak and weary. And then the other side of this tag is just really writing space. So some sunflowers down there. I've stamped some like background flower shapes. And this is the card that was in the bouquet of flowers with the little verse there that Edgar thought of. I think this is a release the craft in, as is the words, of course. And that is what I've made for today. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back again tomorrow with day 21, and I've got the day 20 that was on the back there. I'll be back again tomorrow with day 21, and we shall see what hijinks he gets up to tomorrow. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.